What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. We are back with another episode of my favorite day of the week, Fridays, and a podcast with Frese. So ultimately, math, Fridays plus Frese equals Fridays with Frese. Each week we showcase amazing people with special qualities since 2020, and wow, it just is one of the best, it's one of my favorite parts about Friday, getting the show on the road. We made it to the end of the week, and I can tell you that today's guest will not disappoint you at all. You're going to absolutely love her. But before we get into the guest quitter views, we have a couple birthdays we need to celebrate today. So if you have a very, very special day on the best day of the week, you're very, very lucky. We have Carolyn McFate and Marianne Lai celebrating their birthdays today. A very happy birthday to you both. We hope you have a great day celebrating on the best day of the week.
Happy birthday!
Yeah! Now comes the part of the show that you all are looking for. Today's guest, all the way from Rockford, Illinois, a junior here at Loras College, and you'll see her bringing joy to wherever she goes. It's the world famous Juliana Mace.
Hi guys.
Juliana, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Today's been a really busy day, but I'm just getting ready to start with Frese with Frese.
Woohoo! So I know I gave a little quintro about Juliana, but I really want her to give you a little more in-depth explanation or a little history on who she is and what means the most to her. So Juliana, first I gotta ask, it's really evident to see that people bring you joy. People bring you, that happiness. They really, spark your energy and everything. I just want to ask you, what really drives you for people? Like, what do you enjoy the most about being around others?
I think all my life I've always been around people constantly. I'm one of 11 kids, so it's always a big, huge, craziness around my house, and people are just always there all the time. So I think I just adapted to having people around me, and especially not just the same kind of people. Yes, I grew up Catholic, and so I'm around Christians 24/7, but at the same time, I also went to a public school and elementary school, and then so I got to know all different kinds of people, different races and genders and all the other stuff. But I think growing up with not just a big family, but being surrounded by different kinds of people have helped me be able to adapt with different kinds of people and have different conversations and be able to be open and loving towards others and understanding, or trying to understand at least, where they're coming from and everything. So
absolutely. I think it's really cool too how you've exposed yourself to so many different social dynamics. You're not just with the same people, you're just really exploring yourself, and I think that's a really good quality to have, just because you're so open to meeting others. And just I bet you can relate with this. I think it's cool when you have different friends that are you have some in this background, and then you have these other friends who you can have this conversation with or this joke around with. So,
yes, for sure. I love it.
Cool.
I love it. It's just you create such a genuine and loving bond with people, and I don't know, just being involved too. Growing up was always such a big thing. That's helped me get to know more people and different types of people and be able to bond with them. So I can relate with someone with I sang choir growing up, so I get to relate with all the musical nerds. And then also I played tons of sports growing up as well, like soccer and basketball and cross country and many others. And so I got to relate with athletes and stuff. And so I kind of know different social cues of how to talk to people in a way. Definitely am awkward sometimes. I can be an awkward person, but overall it's definitely a great experience to be able to talk to people, and very big life lesson for me to be able to communicate with others. So
absolutely. And
yeah.
First I gotta say you know what? Embrace your awkwardness. It just really and I mean that the best way possible. It's not just having that really makes you and really makes you special, and never feel like that just because you have that doesn't really make you who you want to be, because honestly it just makes you that much better. And I can relate to, I'm socially awkward. But it's just it's kind of just about who we are and everything.
Say Quinn's definitely like the same way too. Like he's able to communicate with others very well, and like he may not think so, but he definitely is. And I think that's helped him be able to get to know more people and understand. If I'm correct, you can correct me. But like, or wrong, you can correct me. But get to know more people and try to like understand them and be with them in the moment, kind of thing, and just grow and love them. So.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate that, and I'm with you. Like it's fun to be like social, get to be around others. And
Let's go.
So Juliana, you've been, here at the World's Best College for 3 years now. You've had a lot of great times, great experiences. You going off. I know a big thing about coming to college is I found this out in my life too. About meeting friends and meeting some of those greatest people you're ever going to meet in life. What would kind of be that advice for people who are starting like college or starting a new chapter?
That is a great question.
What would you say, like as as someone who's always so open to meeting others? What would your best advice be for those kind of starting a new chapter?
Well, I would say I want to emphasize this a lot, even though it's very, very cheesy. Be yourself. Like that is always key. And what I mean by that is like find things that you're interested in. Like first off, take that step of fear and go do something that's just like crazy. I don't know. Or like try a new sport out, try a new club, try saying hi to the person that just walks by you in the hallway. Literally just try a simple conversation or a simple little activity, and you don't know where it's gonna go. But at the same time, it leads you into where you possibly could be one day. So be yourself, meaning find the things that you're interested in, and then people will kind of come, like, I don't know what the word is, but come towards you in a way. And you'll meet fantastic people that have the same interests in you, but then also form like great relationships, and maybe you won't have all the same like beliefs and same like interests in life, but there's some things you can be able to talk about them, and that's always just very key. And I think that just like helps you in life in general, because I don't think we have definitely coming in like a digital age, we don't really know how to communicate with people that well. And I'm still definitely learning how to communicate with many different people. But at the same time, it's just be yourself, take that step of not being afraid and trying new things. And yeah, I guess that's the biggest advice I could give people, because freshman year, like I just decided to be a big open book and just try every single thing. And yeah, it definitely overwhelmed me here and there. But like I then limited things down and decided, okay, these are the things I truly love to do. And it was hard, it's gonna be difficult. But overall, it's kind of formed me who I am today and be able to communicate and talk to people. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. So.
I really agree with what you say. Be yourself. It is one of the most important things. I know I've been told that a lot of my life, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this today can relate, that if you want to be happy, if you want to have that joy, just be yourself. And things will come to you. Who's heard the quote, "Good things come to those who wait"? And if you work for it, if you get there, you will get it.
Yes.
So,
quote by Quinn Frese.
Now for the 4th annual, I think, surprise question.
Oh no.
So, if you've watched the last 3, you know that I've kind of put a little surprise question in there. Kind of mix it up like a DJ a little bit. But all right, Juliana, so let's say that one day you get a card in the mail that says you are invited to the conference, and you're invited to this conference and you get to meet your favorite all-time celebrity. But you also get another card that says you can also, on the same day and the same time, says you get to meet your other favorite celebrity. How would you choose which one to go with?
Okay, so you're giving me the option of either one celebrity or one of my favorite celebrities and another one of my favorite celebrities, and I have to choose one?
Yep.
You're putting me on the spot, man.
Good job.
Whew. You know, like, I would love to say Quinn Frese because he's definitely one of the most famous people out there, and especially at Loras College. That would probably be one of them. But also, you know, someone that's really impacted me throughout, like, my life and definitely be, like, the coolest thing ever if I met him would be Jesus Christ himself. Even though that's, like, literally impossible, probably until I die. But, like, I mean, I would honestly, Quinn, I love you dearly. But Jesus Christ probably has to be at the top.
He's always number one. Jesus is always number one.
He is. He's just
Good choice.
No words needed to explain, but exactly him.
I might be disappointed when you show up at when you don't show up at my conference. Just kidding. Just
know I'm there in spirit.
Awesome. You gotta be with Jesus. Jesus is always number one.
Yes, of course.
That was another episode of surprise questions, random things that come out of Quinn's mouth. Now, as we wrap up another episode of Fridays with Frese, you know that each week that the person who stands to my right or to my left or who's ever in here, they're not just a better person. There's 7 billion people on this earth, but I tell people I think it's the ones who make the change, go out of their way to make a difference. And earlier Juliana was talking about being herself and why it's so important to be yourself. I want to tie that into her. I want to say, if you have not met Juliana yet, please get to meet Juliana. Juliana, if from the short time I've seen a friendship in you, it's been really evident to see that you have something special with you. You have something special that really makes you stand out, just the way you love to be around others, the way that you bring joy to when you're hanging out, or just whenever you're around people, you just know how to be your authentic self, and that's not always easy to do.
Yeah.
And I really commend you for how hard you work to really put yourself out there to really get where you are today. Because I know it's not always the easiest thing to do, but just the fact that you have worked so hard, good things come to those who wait, and those good things are coming to you, my friend. So I just want you to know you are very appreciated here. You are very loved here at Loras, and I thank you for not only being a part of my life, I thank you for being a part of this campus's life, and I thank you for being in the world, because just knowing you, and I'm sure that anyone who loves you could say the same thing, knowing you is a gift. It really is a special gift. So I really just hope you can see that in yourself. So I want to thank you for being here today, and I want to thank you for being in all the lives you are in. And I want to thank everybody out there for watching today, another episode of this crazy guy, or this guy with a face on his shirt. Wow!
Coolest face ever. What do you mean?
But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that wraps up another episode of Fridays with Frese with the fabulous Juliana Mace right here. Thank you so much for being on today, Juliana. Thank you all, everybody out there. For Fridays with Frese, I'm Quinn Frese, and we will catch you next Friday.
Woo!
Woohoo!